"Whoever commands Britain's monetary system commands the British Empire, and I command the British monetary system." Those words came from Nathan Rothschild. The Rothschild dynasty has influenced market structures, financial policymaking, and even national operations. Their impact reverberates to this very day. The Rothschild dynasty wielded such tremendous power that politicians wouldn't dare execute major decisions without their consent. Nathan Rothschild famously declared, "I care not which puppet sits upon England's throne." This reveals his early understanding that capital was the true force driving the world, and that political leaders and royal families possessed far less authority than they believed. Nathan Rothschild represented just one of 5 Rothschild family branch leaders, each commanding substantial influence over their nation's financial infrastructure. From contributing to Napoleon's downfall to fueling the Industrial Revolution's expansion, the Rothschilds unquestionably rank among history's most dominant families. Humble beginnings. Our narrative commences with Mayor Amschel Rothschild. He emerged from modest circumstances, yet possessed remarkable intelligence and a relentless work ethic. Born in 1744 within Frankfurt's Judengasse, this confined corridor housed over 3,000 Jewish inhabitants whose existence balanced precariously between survival and dignity. The environment was harsh. Overcrowding and discrimination defined daily life. Jewish residents faced prohibitions against nighttime movement, Sunday outings, or Christian holiday activities. Public gardens, coffee establishments, and Christian gathering places remained off-limits. Even fundamental social gatherings faced restrictions through regulations limiting groups to 2 individuals. These constraints served as perpetual reminders of their marginalized position. Mayer's trajectory would have differed drastically, but circumstances shifted when his parents unexpectedly perished. Originally destined for rabbinical studies, according to family wishes, his parents' deaths compelled him to abandon theological education and accept an apprenticeship position at a banking establishment. Within this financial institution, Mayer received comprehensive exposure to monetary matters. Specifically, he mastered knowledge regarding rare currency from ancient empires, including Rome, Persia, and Byzantium. European aristocracy highly prized these items, an insight that would prove invaluable later. Upon reaching 19, Mayer accumulated substantial expertise and returned to Frankfurt, joining his father's commercial enterprise. He specialized in rare coin trading and rapidly achieved prosperity. This success captured Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse's attention. The Crown Prince held such admiration that Mayer received the court factor designation, a position granted to Jewish financiers serving nobility. This breakthrough proved monumental. Finally, escape from Judengasse's constraints and business expansion became possible. The 5 branches strategy. With time, Mayer's commercial ventures flourished. Capitalizing on his achievements, he dispatched his sons to establish operations across different territories. He provided all offspring with 2 critical directives: prioritize conducting transactions with ruling dynasties and produce numerous male heirs for managing international business operations. Dispatching sons to various regions transcended simple business expansion. It represented risk mitigation. Distributing their presence across the continent meant the Rothschilds wouldn't depend on any individual ruler's decisions or economic turbulence. This exemplifies ideal portfolio diversification principles. By the early 1800s, Mayer's sons had positioned themselves in 5 strategic cities: Naples, Vienna, Paris, London, and Frankfurt. Collectively, these interconnected branches essentially formed the inaugural bank operating beyond national boundaries. Serving as financiers to numerous European authorities, the Rothschilds occupied a distinctive neutral position. The Napoleonic Wars. Military conflicts provided their greatest opportunities. The French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars, spanning 1792 to 1815, generated exceptional profitability. The Rothschilds supplied credit to battling monarchs, while conducting both smuggling operations and legitimate trading of essential commodities, facilitating international monetary transfers. Their approach was elegantly straightforward yet powerful. Financing opposing forces ensured that, irrespective of military outcomes, they would emerge profitable. Jacob Rothschild operated from Paris, providing Napoleon Bonaparte's military financing. Simultaneously, his brother, Nathan Rothschild, stationed in London, bankrolled the British forces under Lord Wellington's command. Eventually, as warfare progressed, Britain's triumph appeared more financially advantageous for Rothschild interests. Jacob Rothschild restricted funds flowing toward Napoleon's forces, while Nathan Rothschild amplified his financial support, guaranteeing Lord Wellington possessed adequate monetary resources. Nathan, demonstrating his financial brilliance, strategically purchased British bonds during the war's early phases. Napoleon's initial triumphs triggered market panic and bond price declines. Nathan exploited this situation, acquiring bonds at dramatic discounts. When news of the Waterloo victory reached London, he liquidated these bonds at substantially elevated prices, generating massive returns. His methodology was meticulously calculated. He financed a private courier network, delivering war intelligence before competitors received updates. This system operated so efficiently that he learned of Napoleon's Waterloo defeat an entire day preceding the British government's notification. The backlash. These actions triggered consequences haunting the Rothschilds for nearly a century. Napoleon had demonstrated particular generosity toward Jewish communities, granting equal rights and abolishing centuries-old discriminatory legislation. A prominent Jewish family supporting his adversaries generated significant French resentment. The Rothschilds perhaps viewed this simply as prudent business, yet others interpreted it as betrayal. French intellectuals began linking the Rothschilds with capitalism, transnationalism, and economic disparity. They became convenient scapegoats for perceived modern finance and global influence problems. This sentiment would later be weaponized by various nationalist administrations, keeping the wealth in the family. Despite these challenges, Rothschild prosperity continued ascending. Mayer needed to establish arrangements securing his accumulated wealth. His testament specified that exclusively male descendants could inherit family assets. This directive resulted in extensive intra-family marriages. Between 1824 and 1877, Mayer Rothschild's male descendants participated in 36 marriages, with 30 occurring within the family, involving first or second cousins. Another factor enabling family fortune retention. The Rothschilds avoided binding wealth to easily confiscable tangible assets like real estate or gold. Instead, they invested in highly liquid instruments, including stocks, bonds, and debt securities. This strategy ensured no physical assets existed for hostile mobs to destroy or seize. The Rothschilds at their peak. Mayer's sons demonstrated equal intelligence. Nathan Rothschild, overseeing London operations, proved most successful. His greatest accomplishment occurred in 1835, securing Spanish mercury mine rights. This achievement granted the family a near-global monopoly on this crucial element for gold and silver refinement. Nathan additionally obtained rights for refining gold and silver for the Bank of England and Royal Mint. The family's banking operations expanded continuously, particularly in global oil and non-ferrous metal trading. They became primary shareholders in companies like Rio Tinto and eventually Royal Dutch Shell. By the mid-1800s, family wealth and influence reached staggering levels. They wielded power spanning continents and industries. Their influence penetrated beyond finance into culture, politics, and artistic endeavors. The family commanded such wealth and influence that entire nations relied on their assistance. Following France's 1871 Prussian defeat, the Rothschilds provided the French government with 2 substantial loans, maintaining solvency. In London, they supplied the British government with £4 million rapidly, enabling principal stockholder status in the Suez Canal Company. Rothschild capital also facilitated the scramble for Africa. They financed individuals like Cecil Rhodes. They also helped elevate John D. Rockefeller. The Rothschilds controlled governing shares at Cleveland's National City Bank, providing crucial financing as Rockefeller consolidated oil refinery operations. An intriguing theory suggests Rothschild influence potentially encouraged British government support for Israeli state creation. The 1917 Balfour Declaration was addressed to Lionel Walter Rothschild. Certainly verified are the family's decades-long substantial donations supporting Jewish statehood. The decline begins. Military conflicts, political machinations, and internal disputes extracted their toll across subsequent decades. The Naples branch closed initially in 1863. Troubles commenced when Giuseppe Garibaldi's Italian nationalists captured Naples. The Frankfurt original family branch followed, ironically closing in 1901 due to insufficient male heirs. The Vienna branch encountered even more tragic circumstances following Nazi ascension and Austrian occupation. Family members fled. Remaining members faced imprisonment, released only after substantial ransom payments. All possessions, residences, enterprises, and artwork were confiscated. The Paris bank faced nationalization in 1982 under socialist governance. This effectively terminated Rothschild presence in Parisian banking. Eventually, all 5 original branches closed except London. Where are they now? Despite numerous setbacks, the Rothschilds maintained their position among the world's most influential families. In 2008, Rothschild family holdings underwent reorganization under a unified company structure. Currently, their holdings encompass financial services, real estate, mining, energy, and philanthropic endeavors. One surviving company remains among Nathan Rothschild's originally founded banks. In 2022, it reported $3.2 billion in revenue and $650 million in net income, with $109 billion in assets under management. Collectively, family holdings total an estimated $1.2 trillion. Despite setbacks, they remain among the world's wealthiest families. While the extent of their true power remains debated, the Rothschild family undeniably left lasting impressions on society economically and politically. Their success demonstrates how seemingly minor events can dramatically reshape world history.